to my home. My name is Jessica and I'm the Member Services Specialist at Guadalupe Regional Wellness Center. We miss you so dearly, and as you know, we're trying to bring you content while you're stuck at home during this quarantine that may help you or you may find useful. So today what I'm going to do is teach you how to make crockpot bread. We all know that bread is flying off the shelves right now, so this definitely will take some of that stress off by allowing you to make it at home, at your own pace, at your own time, without having to wait in long lines at the grocery store. So what we're going to need to start off with is going to be 3½ cups worth of bread flour, 2 1/4 teaspoon of instant yeast, and 1½ teaspoons of salt, plus 1½ cups of warm water. You're going to want your warm water to be around 105 to 115 degrees Fahrenheit. So what we're going to do to start off first is mix all of our dry ingredients into a large mixing bowl. Gotta be careful with that. Instant yeast, salt. Now I'm using pink Himalayan salt just because that's our preference here at home, but you can use any salt that you would like. You're gonna use a wooden spoon to just mix all of your dry ingredients together really good so they're all nice and mixed up and combined. And then what you want to do is you want to slowly pour in your warm water. Just like that. And you're going to want to mix all of the dry ingredients into the water with a wooden spoon. You just want to do this carefully so all your flour doesn't fly all over the place. And mix it all up until it's a nice solid ball. Go ahead and start to use my hands for this part. Perfect. Once you've got your flour mixture all combined with the water, what you're going to want to do is set this aside with plastic wrap over it for anywhere between 8 to 18 hours. I like to leave it out overnight just so I can be sure that I'm letting it rise to its max potential. Alright, so I've let my dough sit overnight to rise. As you can see, it's significantly larger than it was yesterday, which is a perfect sign. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of flour and we're going to prepare our workspace. We don't want the dough to stick to our table, so we're just going to throw some flour onto our workspace and turn the dough out. You want to also make sure that your hands are well floured, so that way the dough does not stick to your hands as either. And turn it out onto our workspace. Here we go. And you want to fold it over onto itself a couple of times so that way we can really get it all good and worked through. The good thing with this bread is you don't really have to knead it too much. So we're just going to fold it in half a few times to make sure that we can create a really nice, tight, beautiful ball. Just like that. What we're going to do then is take some parchment paper and we're going to line our crock pot . And we're going to place our dough ball right in the middle. Then you're going to want to take your crock pot and set it to high. We'll go ahead and place our lid over it. And we're going to let this sit for 2 hours. So as you can see, I have my little helper here with us now. Our bread has finished cooking for 2 hours, and I personally like to have my tops of my bread a little bit more browned than what they can get. Yeah, brown. Than they can get in the crock pot. So what you'll do is you'll carefully remove your bread out of your crock pot by only touching the parchment paper. Yeah, that looks so good. What is that? Is that bread? Bread, yeah. And then what you can do is you can take an oven mitt or a spatula or anything that you want to use to get it transferred over to your baking pan. What I'm going to do is just take the bread with the parchment paper, slide it over onto here, and just slide it off. Since I only have one hand. Oh, it's a big yawn. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in the broiler for about 2 to 3 minutes. Yeah, we'll have a bite. Okay, I have set our broiler to high, and I'm going to put on a timer for about 2 minutes just to get it a little bit more brown on the tops. That's our timer, right? All right, let's go check on our bread. And there we have it, fresh homemade bread. You want to make sure that it's completely cool before we cut into it. So I'm going to give it just a few minutes to cool down. I'm going to put it on a rack and we'll cut into it to see what this looks like.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you found this recipe useful. We hope to see all of you very soon.